Hi, Entre Nation. This is Jonathan Plotz, your host with the Millionaire Reach. Today, we're going to be talking about the follow-up on the AWeber and just some personal things that have happened. So last night, I made a promise about those 15 emails. Unfortunately, something came up with a friend dealing with a lot of personal issues, so I couldn't get all the stuff I wanted to accomplish done just because my time was taken away. But today, I just want to reinforce I'm going to get all those done. Those will all be accomplished. Don't worry about that. I'm still focused on my mission. And then I'm going to make sure I complete other things as well today to make up for that lost time. But today, what we're going to focus on is the AWeber just automation that I talked about in my last video, just to wrap that up. So let's dive into that. So right here, we're on AWeber. In here, in messages, actually, let me just double check. Yeah, in messages underneath campaigns, if you click on that, I'll give you all your campaigns. And then in here, there's another spot that we want to go to, which is list options. And then list options, I'm going to hit the control button, hold that down, and click list settings. So it opens up in a new tab. As you can see, that opened up in here. And then in here, what I really want you to focus on is this name. So this is the name that shows when an email is sent through AWeber. And this specifically is what you see in that name field right by that the icon that pops up. So that's what that's going to change. You can also change the email address where it's coming from, I should say. But you have to add it here and then verify it with that email account after you log into there. After you verify it, then you can just click the option. And then the last thing I'm going to follow up on this was in Google, if you were using Gmail, I wouldn't recommend it. You want to use a custom email for deliverability. But if you did use a Gmail, in Gmail specifically, that's where you would change that icon I was talking about before for like your profile picture or the brand logo. And that's what you would want to change for that. So in your custom email, I haven't set that up yet, but my best guess is it's in that logo picture that you can change there too, and I think that will also work. So let's get back into that campaign section. So in that campaign section, I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. In here, so let's click in there. You can see that this list is the current Entre list, right? So that's attached to this campaign. So what that means is when we go into the list settings, you can see the name right here, which is that Entre list. So that's how you know you're in the right place based on what you're looking for. And then when you're personalizing the list, this is for what you're going to see on all your emails. So what I have here is just some basic information. Now, I did a lot of testing just with a lot of different scenarios. And then what I found out is if you remove the image here and you went into your Gmail, it showed up. But if I just did it here, it didn't work. So I did do some testing just to see what would happen. And then the final thing I just want to touch on is after we did all these different things, I did learn something about YouTube and customization to your URL. And I really want to touch on that because I think that's really important. It's going to give you more traction and more value. So let's dive into my channel. So this is my YouTube channel. You can subscribe and like if you like my videos. And then in here, there's the customized channel. So if I click that, this will bring up this tab up here. In this tab, you'll see like the branding and the basic information. Now in here, there is a way to create a custom URL here. So for that custom URL, let's try to dive in and figure that out. Now I haven't done this yet just because it's something I was planning to do, so I haven't done a lot of research, but let's try to figure it out here quick. All right, so click learn more. Customize basic under your URL shell, copy your URL, custom URL. spelling C, such as. All right. Right. I'll have to dig into this a little bit more. But what I wanted to get on is there is a way you can customize your URL. So when you're in here, this brings up all the information that you need to know for that. I'm actually gonna dive into that to another video, just because there's gonna be a lot more involved with that to get that custom URL. And I want to spend a little bit of time just digging in and figure out what's happening and things like that. Well, that's the rest and the end of my follow-up email. I look forward to you, Entre Nation, in the future with our videos, and we can see where this really takes us. So, I mean, we're learning a lot. There's tons of little customizations with the automation here, with waiting that period of time, applying a tag to end an automation, and things like that. And then when you put a trigger in, that's what starts an email campaign with that automation. But we're still learning a bunch of new things and how things work together, and we're learning a lot. And I appreciate you guys. Again, like and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you later. Bye, Entre Nation.